Hello YouTube friends, Alicia back with part 2 of $10 junk journals, and that's $10 US plus shipping for any of these journals that I will be showing you. Leave a comment if you're interested below in the one you're interested in, and then once payment has been received, I will ship your journal. So it will be out to you as quick as I can. I do need to let you know, I forgot to mention in my last video, I know I have people message me quite often when I ship out journals. Did I send it already? Okay, so here's the thing. In Canada, you're waiting generally at least 2 weeks for the journal to get to you if it is going to the States. Anywhere else, it can be up to 6 weeks. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just, it's Canadian Post. And it's Canadian Post is nothing to brag about. But anyways, let's get started. So this is another little journal that I created using a kit by That's Just Penny called, I believe, Funny Bunny, and I love it. I love bunnies. So it is a writing journal. As you can see, there's a bit of, I don't know if that's water or oil, to be honest, but because this one, I believe, has some vellum pages in it too that I did with the oil, so that is probably oil, to be honest. There is some ephemera in it, so yeah. This here is not water. That is from, I did baby oil. Oh, sorry, my hands are so terribly cold that I'm having a hard time here. I'll try and show you. I did baby oil to make it like a vellum. And it is 2 signatures. There's, like I said, some ephemera in it. And that is the back. Super cute little journal. So that is the first one. Oh, and here there's a little bit, you can see where I got oil. It doesn't affect the journal as far as I'm concerned. I would obviously still write in it. So if you're interested in that one, leave a comment below. Then there's this one, which I love. I love it because it's, like that crushed velvet or whatever, and it's vintage. So this one is a writing journal, and this fabric inside is new, and it was super expensive, but I was gonna, it's when I still wore a lot of skirts that I had bought in it, and I was not getting used, so I used it in here, and just kind of ignored how expensive it was, that fabric. So this is another writing journal there is no scrapbooking paper in it. So this is another very me journal that I would use. I like journals like this. There is a pocket here, because I like to write. I shouldn't say there's no scrapbooking paper. This is scrapbooking paper, but I think that is the only sheet. And then there's some fabric on the back that matches, and then a vintage postcard and vintage seam binding. Yeah. If this journal does not sell, it will be the next journal I write in. I think I probably mentioned that in one of my videos when I did that. Here's another journal that is very me. This is number 3. I like the junky junk journals. Always have. I've always liked to recycle. So that's what this is. This is all junk. It would make a perfect glue book, I think. Sorry. And some of it's vintage pieces, and some of it is just pieces I've gotten in the mail. This is vintage. The magazine page is vintage. I think this is vintage. Actually, I know it's vintage. So there is that one. I really like that one too. Go figure. Then there's this one. This is another one by That's Just Penny. Kit by That's Just Penny. I used my Big Shot and cut it out and wrote journal on it. A little purse-sized journal. And Dance Like Nobody Is Watching. There is corners on this one, as you can see. It's just super cute. Handmade ephemera. I love that dress form. I do not have that Tim Holtz die. I wish I did, but somebody was kind enough to make that for me. This is just made out of cardstock, so it is not super sturdy. I mean, it's made out of cardstock and then add paper, but you know, I think it'd be a good little journal to throw in your purse. So I like this one, and I did do some heart stitching. I like this one. Like I said, I like all the journals I make. I just enjoy journal making. This is not a me journal though. I am not a pink girl per se, so if you're a pink girl, you might like that one. And then there is this journal. This one was fun. I love this ribbon. I don't... it's probably considered vintage. I don't know when it's from, but this one is... I don't know what you'd call it. It'd be a fun summer journal. There are some digital kit pieces in here, and then a lot of just pages that I've dyed. And then scrapbooking pages that are cardstock. So some of the ephemera is sewn onto really bright paper. I don't know. Somebody must have gifted me these tags because I do not have this tag die. So there is that. I may go back and put reinforcements on there. I'm not sure. But there's that journal. So if you're interested in that one, comment below. As far as commenting, you know, just describe the cover. Like, you can call this one the rainbow journal, or, you know, the other one the pink journal. And I will obviously know which one it is because I don't make similar journals as a rule. So then I have this one, which was kind of silly. I like it because, I mean, I really enjoyed working on it, but it's very, I don't know, mixed media, textured. So if that is your thing, you might like this journal. This is vintage on the edge here. This button, I don't know if it's vintage, it's just a wooden button. A die cut butterfly, wooden piece. This is vintage. So this is just another writing journal. Piece of handmade ephemera. Another piece of that fabric, and then that is the back. And then I have two more, and I'm just gonna go for it and get them done here. This is a journal that I've made out of an envelope. This is just an image I had. I don't know who does that image. I've made this journal quite a while ago. I said I'm not a pink girl, and I'm really not, but this journal makes me happy. It is pink. It's another kit by That's Just Penny. This was actually the first kit I ever bought from her. So this was before I started designing for her, and I don't know, there's just something about it. There's lots of stamping in this one. Lots of different pink papers that I had. Vintage music paper. Pocket. So doilies, washi. This is vintage letter. I believe, I don't know what this is in here. Oh, more ephemera in here. I believe that envelope is vintage as well. So this one is just fun. And this trim on the edge is vintage as well. And then this is something I haven't done in a while, but it's a brown paper bag. Sorry, you can't see that. And then of course there's tons of space in it. And then that is the back. And I'm sure you guys are figuring out, I have a lot of vintage supplies, so I do a lot of vintage stuff in my journal. This is one that I've created recently, and it will be another $10 journal. This one, it has a hidden spine, and it is missing a gem up here. I am going to try, like I said, in my last video of this journal, to find another blue gem. I don't know if I have one, so I might not be able to add one, but if I have one, I'll add it. This kit is by Carolyn's Craft Tree, and it is super pretty. So, of course, collaging, the trim, the vintage wallpaper, glassine bag. This is my own printable. Edith Holden. So this one's pretty stuffed. Vintage doily, wallpaper. This one I put a lot of work into too, but like I said, it's time to pass some of these on if anybody's interested. So I like that. There is this one, and then the library pocket, and that. So that is the last of them that I'm going to be destashing. If you're interested in any of them, comment below. I will get back to you as soon as I see it and ship it out. Even if you're not interested and you want to leave a comment, you know, any questions, leave them below. I will get back to you as well. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.